welcome to the next installment of the Alison-Paul Show. We're here at the Jersey Shore, the Mecca Jersey Shore, at one of my homes right here at Bar Anticipation in Lake Como, New Jersey. And we're going to be doing a three-part series on the Jersey cover circuit, live entertainment, of course. Right now we have our special guest, the spearhead agent of New Jersey, Mike Arbeeny, 107 Productions.
Hello.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, Allison.
Thank you.
I like to do. You go with my slick. There you go. Perfect.
We're gonna ask Mike a couple of questions about the Jersey cover circuit, his history, and how he came up to end up at this point where he's at now with the cover circuit and being an agent. So, Allison's gonna ask him a couple questions. I am, and then we're gonna get through it. So here we go.
Hi, everybody. So here we go. You ready, Mike?
I'm ready.
All right.
Ready.
So, we talk a lot about the cover scene being really rooted in New Jersey. So, is there an actual, official birthplace of the cover band scene?
I would say it's right where you're sitting right now. This is about it. RA started probably late 70s, early 80s, and has been thriving in the cover market through different musical styles, different trends changing, and Big Bang's playing tonight, Halloween 2010. So we're hitting, I think, three decades of successful cover band entertainment. This is it right here. This is the birthplace.
All right, so if this is the birthplace, then can you just take us through a little bit more of the history of the cover circuit? When really did it get started, and how did it grow? How did it get to be as big as it is?
It's kind of gone full circle that when it first started, the bands were moderately priced, and they really worked hard at it. And as any industry in the 80s, the Reaganomic era came in, and it got very simple to pack a club. So I think a lot of the bands got complacent, they got kind of spoiled, him not being one of them. And now it's back to grassroots again. The economy obviously took a hit, so the bands that are working hard and the clubs that are working hard are still surviving. So it's gone in a big 25-year circle, but here we are, still kicking.
Well, actually, a lot of the bands got started. What big name acts you see on the Jersey Shore got started here and started the whole trend of the cover business?
The ones that really broke through back in the day when I was playing, before I was an agent, I was a player in the early 80s. A band like Twisted Sister was doing pretty much what Big Bang does now, just a hard 4 or 5 night a week work ethic. They tried to parlay it into something bigger and better and ended up selling 3 million records from it. Same with Skid Row used to open up for us for $400 in 1981. So
wow.
It's there for the bands that want to graduate to that next level. It's absolutely there.
It's definitely an engine. The cover circuit is definitely an engine, whether it's financially driven or you want to take it to the next level, whether it's a record deal or show business or whatever it is. So even yourself,
even me,
even Michael
played a gig last night.
Even Michael himself was in a cover band called Dreamer. A couple of
Dreamer, NRG. My cover experience helped me become an agent 25 years later because I know what these guys go through. It's rigorous. It's not all it's cracked up to be on the glamour level. It's a lot of work, a lot of hours invested, and sometimes minimal money. But for the ones that want to make the investment, the ladder's there to climb.
Yeah, it's a very interesting circuit. As myself being on it and experiencing it myself, you went from a cover band as well to an international band, which was Taiketo on Geffen Records. So Mike is a perfect example of the cover circuit, the Jersey cover circuit, which is, there's no other place like it on earth. Isn't there another saying for that for a company? What is that? Is that the greatest show on earth?
That's the circus.
The circus.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Freaks, animals,
Yeah.
same thing. Same thing.
Freak.
Yeah, it's a little bit the circus. It's a little bit the
Freaks,
circus.
animals, right, exactly. So ... exactly. So Mike with his band Taiketo, and you were signed to Geffen Records, and then quickly tell us how you transcended into that from Taiketo into this business.
Once again, it was another full circle. Went from playing 4 or 5 nights a week, just honing your craft, hooked up with the right bunch of people, right time, got the record deal. That ebbed in time, and I took the touring international mentality and just decided to go visit my roots and come back here and put it into a cover band. And that's where Big Bang work ethic was born, as far as touring and marketing and planning your trip and doing everything else to make the business successful. So the international stuff was due large in part from the cover scene. I took that and gave it back to the cover scene. And what we're doing now is multi-platinum records is one facet of success. What we're trying to do with Big Bang now is graduated from the cover scene almost to a theater level with a new show that we're producing that intertwines band and DJ. It's a very interactive AV show, so that's on the horizon for 2011 for us too. So possibilities are endless.
Which we're going to talk about more in one of our segments with our friend Tom Janero.
Everybody's friend Tom Janero.
Absolutely. Because actually, the story was of you. I remember the story real quick of you coming on Geffen Records at a Taiketo, and you wanted to become an agent, and you actually came down to Bar Anticipation
First person I met.
with long hair
First person I met.
and high boots, and you had the
Stretch
whole,
jeans. Stretch jeans.
and you
bootstraps.
walked into Bar A, and you were culture shocked by the cover circuit, right?
That was a friendship that's been going on almost 20 years now. Absolutely. Yep. So it all started right here.
Well, a lot of people actually who are watching, I'm sure, are kind of in the same boat I was in when I first was exposed to this whole cover scene. That I think a lot of people don't really understand what a huge business this is.
In
what
this part of the
goes
country,
into
yeah.
it, and what
Yep.
goes into it. I mean, we're saying now that you're an agent, but a lot of people are like, probably don't know what that means. So what actually goes into all of this?
In
And-
other parts of most of the other parts of the country, it's you get a case of beer and $100 and you're a working cover band. With this, it's I always equate it that you're in probably the second biggest tourist trap on the East Coast to Disneyland is the Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
Especially with the press on it right now with all the TV shows about New Jersey. It's just like you said, it's big business. Road crews, health insurance, corporations, traveling with full light shows and production, and it's very competitive. And the ones that work the hardest usually get the work.
Well, I mean, Big Bang Baby, I know, plays, 250 shows a year.
250
So, I mean,
shows a
people
year,
hear
6
that,
states,
Yeah, they're shocked.
27 band member changes, a couple nervous breakdowns. Absolutely. 2 or 3 fist fights and we'll call it a day. There you go. Perfect.
There's lots of different numbers in the cover circuit. I'm just interviewing. Right now, I'm not a musician.
It's a multi-million-dollar industry. Absolutely.
How many bands are you the agent for?
The
You're
company 107?
working- yeah, 107
We
is-
represent.
you're working 24 hours
We
a day.
represent about 25 bands. We are hands-on management / ownership with only a very small handful.
Okay.
And we're fortunate enough to be very select with the ones that we do work with. They're the ones like Paul that get the program, know what has to be done to make it work. Some of these guys think they're just going to walk into a bar and I'm going to hand them $1,000 and 500 people are going to show up and they all go home
Right,
and
right.
happily ever after. And it's not like that at all.
Right, because they're working their butts off.
The ones that want to roll their sleeves up and work are the ones that we get behind. Absolutely.
Right on.
Excellent.
Well, actually, we're going to get more into this. We're going to do a 3-part episode. So, on this episode, we were glad to have Mike Arbeeny here. 107productions.net. I know the
There
website.
you go.
Oh, wow.
I even know where to write the check out to. So, you'll be seeing us in the next 2 parts, and we have our special guest coming up. So, we'll see you next week right here on the Alison-Paul Show. We'll see you
Bye,
next week.
everybody. Thanks, Mike.